Hi, this video is really short. I'm gonna keep it simple and straightforward. Forgive your parents. I'm talking to you. If you have been raised by abusive, toxic, negative, controlling parents, forgive them. You forgive them because of you. You forgive them so you can heal and you can let all that pain you have been accumulating because of how your parents raised you. And you also forgive them because you must understand it didn't start with them. It's a circle. If your parents were raised in a toxic, negative, controlling way and they don't work on themselves, that's exactly what they are going to transfer to you. Forgive them because they have raised you based on what they know. A lot of us, we grew with people with parents who are emotionally unavailable to us. And I can't blame them because most parents are not even emotionally available to them. Right? We have to understand that a lot of parents were raised in an era in where the only thing they could do is work, make babies, eat and sleep. Work, pay bills, make baby, eat and sleep. And when somebody grow in an era, in a generation, in an environment in where that's the only thing you do, you won't have time to think for yourself. You won't have time to do the deep work of working on yourself, working on your insecurities, working on your traumas, working on the things that can bother you. And that's why it's no surprise why a lot of our parents didn't pursue their goals or the dreams. Because back then in those times, those things were not even available to them. That's why you have to forgive them because they raised you based on what they thought it was good, based on what they thought it was good for you because that's all they knew. So you have to forgive them. Forgive them so you can walk around life free. Forgive them for all the time they weren't all the time they manipulate you, they treat you wrong, they couldn't give you the support, the love you needed. Forgive them. That's what their parents did to them because it's a circle. They know something, that's what they give to them, and they give it to you because that's all they knew. Are you gonna blame them? Well, yes, we can blame them because no matter how somebody is being raised, at some point you have to take ownership and deal with the things that you are in control of. Right? So I'm here to tell you, to all the kids out there that have been raised for parents who are abusive, manipulative, toxic, controlling, they don't support you, they don't believe in you, they put you down, they are emotionally unavailable to you, they make you feel the worst about yourself. Forgive them. Forgive them so you can heal. Forgive them so you don't walk around life blaming your parents because you have all of those things. And you can forgive them so you can start a new chapter with your life. So you can start a new chapter in where you give yourself all the positive things you will have love your parents to give to you. If you will have love your parents to give you attention, support, motivation, belief, words of affirmation, words of love, words of encouragement, you give it to yourself. You can't blame them. No matter how they raise you, you are grown enough. You watching this video, you are grown enough to think for yourself and analyze. Hold on. I was raised in this way. I have those attitudes, those behaviors that are not good. So why do you keep doing them? Because as I say, no matter how broken you were raised, no matter how negative your environment is, a certain point is on you. It becomes your responsibility to heal and to break all the curses. Because you tell me your parents raised you with toxicity and negativity, and you're gonna keep it and you're gonna spread it and you're gonna raise your kids with the same toxicity and negativity. You gotta break the curses. You gotta be the one who's gonna be like, Mom, Dad, I understand. In your era, it was all about work, make babies, eat, sleep. I know that's how you were being raised, but that way you raised me, it hurt me, it broke me. It didn't allow me to develop emotional intelligence. It left me with a lot of insecurities, a lot of traumas, a lot of self-doubt. which is the reason why I'm going to break it so I don't give the same devastating experience to my kids. And the best way you can break any curses is by you not being as the things that you claiming that are curses. Forgive your parents and start giving yourself all the love, all the attention, all the things your parents didn't give to you. Forgive them. Well, at least they think about it. They give you life, right? Thanks to them, you are here. You are alive. You are breathing. Forgive them and be able to grow past it. That you can make peace with them. But also, if you have any parent that is extremely toxic, extremely manipulative, if it's narcissistic, stay away from them. But forgive them. Even in the distance, forgive them. And allow them in your life if they are willing to change the negative behaviors, to change the negative energy. Because a lot of parents, they are so used to that. The negativity, the narcissistic, the toxicity, the drama is in their subconscious mind. It's part of their normal. So it's hard for them to change because that's all they know. Forgive them, and you can deny them access to your life. And why can you do that? Because once you have grown, you have healed, you are keeping yourself in a high standard, you're going to be like, well, mom, dad, I love you guys with all my heart, but this is the type of energy you guys are bringing into my life. Since I moved out of my house, look how happy I am. And if I come back, I'm going to be unhappy and miserable. And then you help them as well in the journey of releasing all the trauma, all the pain they have been through. You help them in the journey of them loving themselves. Because a lot of parents, they don't even love themselves. And that's the reason they're going to make their kids not love themselves. Because I cannot give you what I don't have. I cannot teach you what I don't know how to do. If I lack self-confidence, how will I teach my kid how to have self-confidence? Based on what? Based on lies? Based on fantasies? If I'm not emotionally available for myself, I'm not going to be emotionally available for my kids. Because what? We only give what we have. If your parents didn't give you love, give yourself love. If your parents didn't teach you how to love yourself, how to believe in yourself, how to go for what you want in life, you learn it. Because it's not an excuse that, oh, I was raised in a toxic, negative environment. That's the reason why I did this. No, that's excuses. Excuses. Because no matter how negative, how violent, how toxic, how you were growing up was, you can choose to become a different person. You can choose to become a different person. No matter all the negativity, all the pains your parents have put you through, you can choose to heal. And you heal for your own good. So you can grow. And you don't let all those traumas hold you back. And you don't let all the negative things your parents have done to you hold you back. Forgive them. Forgive your parents. Even from a distance. Even if they didn't apologize, forgive them. Forgive them for your own good. Because forgiveness, you are making peace with yourself and you are making peace with your past. Forgive them. That's all they knew. That's all they knew. That's all they got. That's how they've been raised. And that's how it is. Right? As I say, it's a circle. If your grandparents raised your parents a certain way, that's why your parents are going to give to you. Unless they take time to analyze behaviors, analyze mindset, analyze attitude, analyze habits. A lot of parents don't do that, unfortunately. Don't take time to analyze their own behaviors, their own mindset, their own habits. A lot of parents don't take time to point the finger at themselves and ask themselves, well, maybe I am the reason my kid lacks self-confidence. Maybe I am the reason my kid doesn't want to talk to me. Maybe I am the reason things are going wrong in my life or in the life of my kids. Since you have grown, you have healed, you know better, spread the knowledge, spread the information, spread the positivity towards them. And don't force them, don't obligate them to reach the level of consciousness or level of self-awareness or level of self-love or the level of intelligence that you have. Don't force them, don't obligate them, because everybody has their own time. The same way at some point you were ignorant, That's exactly at some point they still may be ignorant in certain aspects. Everybody has their own time. Everybody has their own timing. The least you can do is to offer them the positivity, offer them the information, offer them the motivation, offer them the truth. And it's on them to choose if they're going to do the work on themselves so they can become better people for themselves and they can be better parents. Because also, unfortunately, a lot of parents are even an enemy to themselves. Unfortunately. But if you look back at the era, the generation they grew up with, it makes sense. Full of what? Wars, disease. You only can do a job that pays you. That's it. Then you're gonna go home, watch TV, and sleep. They didn't have all the things that we have nowadays. For example, the mass information we have nowadays. They didn't have that. So you have to understand the background, because the era somebody grows with affects the person's personality. The same thing applies to you. If you were born in this era where you have TikTok technology, you're gonna be good at computers. You're gonna be good at social media. Why? Because you were born in that era. And in the time you were born, it's gonna affect your personality. But again, no matter how bad your parent treated you, it's on you to do the work. It's on you to heal your traumas. It's on you to forgive yourself. It's on you to forgive your parents. It's on you to make peace with your childhood. That kid that nobody loved, that nobody support, that nobody believed in, go back and make peace with that kid. Go back when you were 5 years ago, 2 years ago, when you were 10 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, 3 years old, 7 years old. Go back to your past and make peace with that self for you. Clean the tears of that kid that was bullied, that was abused, that was neglected. Make peace with that kid. And that kid is always with you. That kid is inside of you. That kid has never left you. If you can just take time to heal your inner self, your inner child, because of all the things your parents have made you through, go within you and heal. That kid needs you. That kid needs you more than anyone. Forgive your parents. They thought they gave you, they teach you how they were and based on what they thought was right. Forgive your parents for your good and for their good. But forgive your parents and make peace. Make peace with your childhood. If you have an abusive, a traumatic, a negative, a toxic childhood, make peace with it. Because guess what? Our childhood affects who we become, but our childhood does not determine who we become. So no matter how negative or how broken or how toxic or how violent your childhood is, you have the choice to become a different person. You have the choice to overcome all the negative things, all the pain, all the things you went through. You have that choice within you. And that kid you were when you were a baby, you know that kid that you were, yeah. That kid that was crying, that nobody support, nobody believed, nobody gave love, nobody gave attention, nobody make sure that kid was okay, that kid was emotionally strong and healthy and positive. Go back, rescue that kid, make peace with your inner child. Forgive your parents, please.